What is going on, my prepper people? Today we're going to go over EDC bags. In my last video, we talked about having a car bag and how essential it's going to be, especially for 2020. We're at the end of 2020 and rearing into 2021. I'm hoping that things are better. I'm definitely not trying to fearmonger, but definitely want those people out there to think outside the box and look into having an EDC bag, not just an EDC. Now let me specify something real quick. An EDC bag and your actual EDC that you carry on your persons are two different things. So if you're ready to take a look at an EDC bag and figure out what that is, let's get into it now.
This is the Gemini Crowd.
What's going on, my prepper people? Welcome back and thank you for all my new subscribers. I want to give a big shout out to the Urban Prepper. You definitely helped us out here on the channel and we are definitely grateful. Today we're going to be doing our second part of the 3 prepper bag series. We're getting into the EDC bag today and why it is so important for you to have an EDC for the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, or maybe the whole 2021, or start making it part of your routine or your practices. So stay tuned. We're going to get into that right now. So the most important thing is the bag. For me, I wanted to go with something that didn't look too tactical, but still was going to be able to fit a lot of my stuff. As you can see, there's tons of pockets on here. I believe it's KAKA, the bag is called. Some people might pronounce it something else, but it's KAKA, I believe. So deep pockets, a lot of small, different areas where you can put stuff. I've had this bag now, I think, for 3 years. It has held up for the test of time. I have used it every single day. This really is my EDC bag. I've used it every single day. Oh, here's the cardboard piece here. That is something that I do. Probably I'm the only person who does that. I'll show you why I do that right now. It gets held in there so it doesn't move around at all. So essentially what I'm trying to do is, one, create something that gives me a little bit of structure on my back if I do have a heavy load, but two, it can actually be turned around and used like a makeshift shield. As you can see there, I'm actually like stabbing that with a very sharp knife. I believe that's one of the cold steel knives. I'll put a link in the description, but it allows it to be very hard and give me some protection instead of just wearing a regular book bag and have no protection. That front pocket, I love that front pocket because I can actually get to things quicker there. Those 2 front pockets are probably my go-to. Another thing I like about this bag too as well is these straps on the side, and you can actually see there's 2 straps in the front to strap things down. So if you were going to have to use this for maybe a bug out bag, again, it's not the most expensive bag, but I've used it every single day, put so many different things inside of it, threw it in back of my car. I mean, I've really messed with this. As you can see there, the way that they created the zipper, the pieces come off right away. So what I ended up doing was I used what you usually have for a key and just put that in there, and that's been working fine. It probably happened in the first like 7 months of having the bag, but I was like, hey, the bag is still good, and it still works perfectly. So I would say for the money, it's a great bag. That's that knife there that I was using. I'll put a link in the description. Alright, so we're getting to the medical part. So we got some regular sanitizer. Very important right now, especially what's going on in the world. Of course, you have to have a mask. This would be an extra mask just in case I forgot one or I needed something better. And then some gloves. Basically, just carry some extra gloves. If you've seen my other bag, I have some gloves in there as well. Gloves are always good to have if you're dealing with blood or something like that. An emergency blanket is always good to have, especially because it is winter time. I change this all the time depending on the seasons. Same thing with the car bag. Hand warmers. I know somebody wrote in the comments about hand warmers. This is something I always have on me, especially in the winter. We have some tape, medical tape for gauze, or if you're trying to, patch something up and stop the bleeding. Some regular band-aids. I've got all different kind of band-aids, all different size gauzes in there as well. Not just for myself, but if I were to need to provide emergency aid to somebody else as well too. Good time for people to start taking first aid if you are not certified in first aid. We have some wipes, basically some sterilized cleaning wipes for your hands. And keep in mind, all these things you want to have on you. There's some aspirin just in case you get a headache. If you're in a situation, it's just going to make things better overall. Some more medicine too as well. Just to allow you to be able to have these things on you. And we got some tweezers just in case, you know, you get a splinter or something, or you got to take something out. Again, all of these things are just something to have on you just in case. I think these are cleaning towelettes as well. So again, all this stuff is great to have because you might not need it directly for you, but you might be in a situation where you need to provide aid. You might get bitten by something that gives you an allergic reaction. It's itchy as crazy. That there, nice little piece of a sticky to put on and cover your wound. And this liquid skin, I actually bought this at the dollar store at Dollar Tree. Works great. Kind of is almost like some super glue over a wound, but it works great. And then a good old-fashioned bandana. I have a full list of these items in the description. On to the next section. I like to carry this immune support on me. It does give my water a nice flavor too as well. And it's just good to boost your immune system. Alright, so I packed up all the first aid equipment, threw it right inside of that first aid pouch, and everything is going to fit in my bag, the mask and the bandana. So we're going to grab this bag, open up that small pouch there. Super convenient because it doesn't scream tactical, and that mask and the bandana and that first aid little pouch fits right in there. It's a great bag, doesn't cost a lot of money, and it works great, and I've had it for a long time. So all right, moving on to the actual items in my vehicle. A nice can of soup just in case I need to get some food, and it is something that I would eat if it was cold. So I have a fork and a knife here, right inside of this, I would say, Swiss Army knife. Great to have, easy to clean. And it's something you want to think about putting in your EDC because if you have to eat something, you're going to want utensils. I love this knife, the Emerson Kershaw. They work together. It has that nice Emerson wave, and Kershaw makes great cheap knives. And the LUZON from Cold Steel. This would probably be it's a two-handed folder, which you really don't see, and that blade is huge, as you can tell from just looking at it. And that would be a defensive item that I would use. Again, also check your local laws and state laws. Just regular glasses, sunglasses. Even if it's snowy outside, the sun does reflect the rays of the sun, and it does kind of get into your eyes and can irritate. So I always want to have some sunglasses. I have wool socks. I just threw those in there just to make sure that I remind everybody to have an extra pair of socks. Some work gloves, just like in the car bag, I had some work gloves. But I also have nice, thin, winterized gloves that fit right into the work gloves too as well for some extra comfort. A nice little winter hat just to make sure we're keeping our heads warm. A crowbar. A lot of people forget even a small crowbar. There's so many things you can do with a crowbar just for prying things open. You can use it defensively too as well. Surprisingly, I got that at the dollar store. This is a portable water bottle. It kind of opens up and becomes larger as you pull it. And then you can squish it right back down and then close it up, squeeze it, and it goes back to a smaller size for easy packing. Great little item I picked up in Walmart. You could put hot or cold inside of it. It's great. Here we have just a little bracelet of paracord. It's always good to have some extra paracord. And then a little glow stick. Could use this to light up something if your flashlight is dead. You could use it to try to, get help because that flash, the yellowish tint to it. Some earplugs if there is an emergency happening. There's a lot of loud crashing noises or things like that. You could plug your ears up. I don't have a rear Leatherman. I have the equivalent of the Walmart brand. I will buy a Leatherman, but I still wanted to make sure I have something equivalent to that tool. So I want to make sure that is something that I have in my EDC bag. And just like my car bag, I believe it's a telescope. Great little telescope. And then also I have some matches in that waterproof case, just in case I needed to start a fire. I also have a lighter too as well in the vehicle. Another thing that I didn't show on here is I do have some fire starters. Nice little flashlight, beautiful flashlight. I love flashlights. This is a great flashlight. It zooms in and out. And I've had this for a while too. Got it right off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. A great little flashlight. A little small flashlight, cheap little flashlight that I picked up at Walmart. To me, light is always going to allow things to be easier. Moving around in the dark is difficult. So I tend to have more than one or two objects that are going to provide light. Some string there or some rope. A nice little fire starter. Just in case I do have to start a fire to stay warm or to signal for help. Just a large carabiner. And this here it plugs into your cigarette lighter and then allows you to plug in a normal plug into your vehicle. This is a cheap two-handed saw. Not sure if that will work. I just have it in there just in case. And that is a regular trash bag. If I was trying to waterproof my EDC bag or I needed it for some other things. And then this is a dried out, I think it's called a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. That's another emergency blanket. Always good to have those. This is a compact towel for cleaning your face. There's some more there as well. And those can be also used to start a fire. Some deodorant, some personal hygiene products. A nice little headlamp. Always good to have that. Nice red light as well too. And then this item here, I might get made fun of it, because of this, but it's essentially a fanny pack that stretches. And if I did need some items to be at the ready, I basically would call it like my fake little duty belt, because I'm able to put the flashlights, put a knife in there really quick, and have accessibility to it. But also it stretches to the point where I can put this bottle inside of it too as well. I believe I picked this up off of Amazon. I think it's called the Go Belt. But the whole water bottle, it's huge, fits right in there. So you can put your phone, your keys, you can put a bunch of things in there. Also in Aruba, I use this bag underneath my shorts, that if someone was trying to rob me, I could literally, they could frisk my pockets and there'd be no money. But inside of my shorts, I wore it like a belt, there'd be money inside of there in that Go Belt. And then I just have this little water bottle here made out of aluminum. Watching the video, I am the Gemini Prepper. Follow me on Instagram, the Gemini Prepper. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It definitely helps the channel. My New Year's resolution for the channel is to put out better content, get better as a creator, and also learn from the community and keep on sharpening my mind and my skills too as well. So everybody out there, stay tactical, stay technical, and remember, life isn't a game, but prepping is a cheat code. Till next time.